And welcome back to the Hermitcraft FTB server. Here we are on the site of where I first dug my original branch mine shaft before I quarried out all this area underneath here. And my original stuff, the initial industrial craft machines that I had to put together in order to make the stuff for the power armor, and the bat boxes and solar panel and generator over here for powering the whole mess. And oh yeah, metal former I needed for something, I don't remember what right now, and so on. But like this up here, this whole place, as you can see, is a rolling and screaming Charlie Foxtrot. It is a complete, total, absolute, utter disaster. There's chests everywhere. I've reinstated my barley farm. I got a hold of some nether wart from knob drops, I think it was, and so I started a nether wart farm. I replanted rubber trees because in trying to get some other things going, I ran out of rubber. And at one point I had started labeling chests to say what they were holding, to separate stuff out by mod at least. And frankly, that got away from me because there's just too doggone many things. So then I decided I was going to I wanted to put together a good set of Tinker's Construct tools, and from what I've read, the way to do that was with manulin. To make manulin you need cobalt and ardite, and these 11 cobalt and 9 ardite came at the price of oh, I don't remember what it was, 6 or 7 deaths, losing a complete set of power suit twice. I mean, one time Hypno found it, which was great, and I really appreciate that, but you can't count on things like that happening all the time. And the second time I lost it, it was gone for good. Now I'm wearing this crappy armor with the unstable thing on at least one piece of it. I understand that is kind of explosion prone and so on. Now, let's see, the regular ores I'm pretty much out of. Well, there's some ferrous ore here I'm not going to bother with right now because I don't think I need it. And copper gravel, which I don't care about that much because they yield 1 nugget each from what I understand. And this here is the extent of the remainder of my ores, or resources and whatnot. I've got like 8 iron, 112 jillion copper, and so on. And over here I've got like, I think 10 diamonds. Yeah, 10 diamonds. That's all that's left out of I think a little over a stack that I started out with, that, well, close to a stack that got invested in the power suit and a few other things and whatnot. So I decided that I was going to tackle the mine the nether for cobalt and ardite a little bit differently, and thus I put together an assembly table with 3 lasers. And yes, I know more lasers would be more effective, but at the moment 3 lasers is about the max I can power with this setup, and I don't want to go expanding it much more just yet. I will, but not just yet. And I built the Quarry Plus, Pump Plus, I built these Marker Plus things, and I set up a quarry in the nether. On the nether side there is the other a companion to this chest, which feeds into this transfer node, which is putting stuff into these chests. I've got this one full here. There's 10 cobalt and 11 ardite there. There's some more. There's lapis ore and all this slow sand and quartz. And let's see, what I want to go for right now is this nether iron, because I'm very short on iron. Oh, nether diamond, I want that too. Alright, any nether iron here? Yes. Okay. Now I've got another transfer node and some pipe over here. This chest full of charcoal, and that thing is keeping this steam dynamo loaded up. Now the thing about these nether ores, they yield more than just 1-for-1 when you pulverize them. So let's pulverize the nether diamond and see what I get out of it. I'm getting 4-for-1. Excellent. So 10 nether diamond, that's 40 more diamonds. Great. And I'm going to go ahead and take the nether iron and put that in there. 2 stacks plus 12 times 4 is going to be a lot of iron when that finally gets done. So this will give me enough diamonds to work with a little ways. And that nether quarry, by the way, is not yet finished, but we'll get to that in a moment. 40 diamonds. Excellent. Okay. I did get some Mistcraft stuff put together over there. I probably shouldn't have put it way over there because I ended up setting the books here. This one goes over to the machine base. And this one heads to the nether quarry area. Now I've got the quarry plus, pump plus here, and I have a bioreactor, and I've filled it full of dyes and tree saplings and whatnot, and it's providing all the biofuel, and the biofuel generator is providing the energy required to power these things. I've got this stuff blocked off because I have discovered that even when a quarry mines things in the nether, the zombie pigmen and whatnot get rather testy about it. And here is the quarry all the way down there. It started up here right at the ceiling, and it's mining all the way down. And there's something about the Quarry Plus that I really appreciate, and that is right down here. You see where it's put together, oh crap, it's put together frames that block the lava and hold it back. And even the area where there was lava in here, this thing is, it's pumping out the lava. Alright, let's get back up there, because it's not too safe down here. Now this quarry is about, I'd say about 200 nether blocks one side of the the spawn area, the portal that comes in from spawn to the nether. I got it this far out so that hopefully it shouldn't interfere with anything over that way. Now the neat thing about it, I got this status checker. You notice there in the lower right corner, lower left corner, it is showing that that pump contains quite a bit of millibuckets of lava. So if I take this hardened portable tank, set it on top of this, it fills up from the pump. And once that's full, go ahead and break that down off of there. I should turn that off. Or maybe I don't need to, I don't know. Anyway, the point is that this is going to be a good source of lava. I should probably get the larger portable tank so that I can, well, let's see. Uses for that, and there is you have the reinforced one with hardened glass around it, which will hold 32 buckets, and I think there's a bigger one than that, so I may make a few of those just to soak up a bunch of lava. Alright, so quarry stuff comes out of there. I'm sending netherrack to the void, to a void pipe, because if I kept a netherrack, I'd have 87 gazillion metric tons of the stuff, and I don't want it. So the netherrack goes to the void. Everything else is going to the ender chest, which then on the other side, the overworld, process everything back into the storage. Great. So I've got a sort of kind of a mostly safe way to gather stuff out of the nether. Quarry Plus is definitely the way to go. However, that doesn't address that doesn't address the main issue of the huge mongus fracking mess in this place. And that is going to be the only way to deal with that, in my opinion, is to put together an AE storage system. So I've started working on that. I've got a bunch of these work tables from forestry up here, and I'm starting to work on building AE system components. As a matter of fact, I ought to leave these here. They're probably going to be needed. Okay, so at the machine base, got a little bit of storage there, and I've started putting together the Mac chamber. And that's where it's going to be, and I'm going to have the crafting terminal will be over here and so on, and then this elevator block here in the corner. These things are great. No more fussing around with ladders in the corner. And in here will be power generation, which will, among other things, handle that molecular assembler chamber when it's done. So I'm getting some progress here. The big thing here is going to be to get this assembler chamber, get this Mac finished, and become able to do some storage with ME drives, 64K storage disks, and auto crafting. Must have auto crafting. Mass storage and auto crafting. There is just no doing without those things. Not in a setup like this where there is just so many flippin' things you can't keep track of them all by hand. There's no way. How are we doing for iron here? We're up to almost 30 stacks. Great. Yeah. Pull that crap out of there. Yeah, this is doing good. Now I'm going to go ahead and process the rest of these nether ores that I had gotten before. Start processing more of those things and spend what may very well be another 2 or 3 hours putting together the components necessary to get the basic level of AE system up and running. And I'll be back in 2 or 3 hours. Alright. I said it was going to be 2 or 3 hours, and I was wrong. It was a lot more than 2 or 3 hours, but I've got a fair amount of stuff done. Let's see. First off, the nether quarry finished up. There's quite a bit of stuff here and more here. The rest of these chests weren't needed at the moment, but I figured, what the heck, why not have more than I need? And I'm going to need more for the next quarry, which is going to be in a Mistcraft age. Okay, I'm going to need to be... No, I'm not going to pick that up yet. Let's see, stop over at the nether quarry. And I have already pulled the bioreactor and the biogenerator from here and so on, but now is the time to pull the rest of this stuff. Plug that. Let's go ahead and get my piping. I'm not going to pull the ender chest just yet. Let's see. Where's my wrench? Alright. I've got a bunch of dyes here. I'm going to dump these dyes into there so that they get sent back out of the way back to where I need them. And then I take the ender chest with me out to the machine base where I'm going to need it next. And then I'm going to answer the phone. Okay, I'm back. Don't you love phone calls, especially when they're from political organizations trying to get your vote for this or that or the other thing? It's almost ridiculous. Anyway, let's see. I'll need to grab this. And let's see, do I leave the book here or... Actually, I think I am for right now. Because taking it with me means walking back, going the long way, and I don't want to do that. Alright, got all my stuff together here. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get over to the machine base and start getting some things set up. Alright. Got a few goodies here. ME controller, ME drive, pattern encoder. Let's start with that. Okay. I was going to recess them in the wall, but oh, what the heck. I know an easy solution. I'll just hop back here first. Why does it do that? Some kind of glitch, I'm sure. Anyway, pop over here and get a piece of ME cable. Oh, more glass. By the way, I've noticed an interesting thing. When you mouse over something and then use the mouse wheel, you can move it back and forth. You just mouse wheel down brings it this way, mouse wheel up sends it the other way. Very handy. Alright, now back there. And I only need actually one bit of cable. Put the controller here, and ME drive can go there. Pattern encoder can go here. Crafting terminal, actually I want that up at eyeball height. Alright, let's see. Energy cell, I'll get to that. ME blank patterns. Alright, need to hop in here, use this elevator block, and in here I'm going to pop a couple of these energy cells from AE. I don't know how much they hold, but it's got to be a good idea to have them. Alright, let's see, we've got a redstone energy cell that I've taken the time to charge up to 10 million RF. That's a redstone energy conduit. So I'm just going to throw the cell, yeah, conduit here, cell here, and that doesn't seem to want to connect to that. Is that something I can wrench or what? Alright, how about this? Okay, energy conduit doesn't seem to want to hook to that. Interesting. It used to. Alright, I need to look up what I need to do to provide power for that. Obviously, I'm missing something. Probably something really painfully obvious. Okay, yeah, it was something painfully obvious, alright. And that is that the power needs to go into ME controller. Alright, there's that cable that I knocked off. And so we take this. Keep some light going on there. Alright. Alright, that should take care of that. Now I can get this thing sorted out so that this is outputting. Well, actually, it is. And the system is running. Alright. Input is on the bottom. Alright. Let's move that. Okay. Now I've got bioreactors. Now one bioreactor and one of these biofuel generators, because I picked them up with the wrench, they still have their content in them from before. So let's see which one we've got. This one's loaded. That's the bioreactor. Let's get the biofuel generator. That's loaded from before. Okay, good. And pipe here, conduit there. And now this thing is powering this. And it's charging. Good. Alright, this thing will be powered by dyes and whatnot. Okay, as a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the other one down here, and I'm just going to have both of these things hooked up. There. And I'll arrange the system to automatically feed dyes or whatever other biomatter into these things to provide the necessary power to keep the system running. But that's got it started up. Okay, we're hot. Everything's working. Good. Alright, now let's see. Alright, let's head back down below here. I think I know what I need to do here. No, I didn't want that. I wanted this. Okay. Actually, I'm not sure I need that right now. Okay, anyway. Let's see. We have some patterns. And the first patterns I need to put in here, well, let's see. A blank pattern. So the first thing it learns how to do is make blank patterns. And then beyond that, it will be the components necessary to make the discs. Let's see, okay, where is that 64K? I made a 64K disc. Here it is. Alright, now we have storage capacity. And let's see. Ender chest. Okay, for right now, I'm just going to slap it down right there. And then I'm going to head back this way. And start sending stuff over there. Like, for example, everything in here. Oh, wait a minute. It would be useful if I pick that up and set it over here so I don't have to keep chasing after it. Alright, now let's just throw all this stuff in there. Oops. Let's not everything. Oh boy. Alright, that's more like it. Alright, now hop over here and take the stuff out and dump it into the system. And I'll need to go back and forth doing that several times to start getting stuff moved over there. And then I'm going to start creating patterns for, like for this stuff, for components of the AE system, most notably the components, 64K disks, and the patterns, the processors, and all that good stuff. And then I need to get another quarry set up. Let's go ahead and get all of this stuff. Because the main bulk of this operation is now being moved over to the machine base, so that it won't be a strain on lag or anything like that around spawn chunks. Alright, so once I get a good bulk of stuff moved over there and start tearing down some of these chests and stuff like that, I'm going to get this set up with the chests and the transfer nodes and pipes and so on set up over there at the machine base. And then I'm going to get out the Quarry Plus again, and I'm going to set it up in that mushroom biomage that Hypno made up for quarrying. And I'm going to run a good sized quarry, load up on materials so that I can start making, well, more 64K drives and assorted other things to start actually getting a fully automated base operational. And I think that that's going to be enough repetitive back and forth that I'm going to do that stuff off camera, and next time we'll start getting some real progress with automation. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I'm out of here.